Hello YouTube, this is David Gould, new car manager at Sloane Toyota Philadelphia, and I've been known to walk through the lot here and see some of the hit cars, if you would, and put them up on YouTube just to show folks how resilient the Toyota's R2 safety and the crashes that are out on the road today. Most of the videos that are posted, if we're looking at them, that I put up there, show the rigidity of the main passenger's compartment, and I would describe that as the safety features from prior years, and still are included with our current generation of the cars. But what we're going to talk about today is going to be Safety Sense 2.0. What you're looking at right now is a front-end collision on a RAV4 2019. Now, what's going on with this car right now, and as you're looking at it, you can see it's a significant but not really intrusive, not very far intrusive hit up in the front of the car. So if we're looking at it across here, you can see where the impact took place. With the 2.0 system, there's radar back behind here, radar reader, and up on the top, behind that black, there's a camera. The two communicated prior to this accident and engaged the brakes for the driver, regardless of whether the driver had their foot on the wheel. Say if somebody ran the stoplight or stop sign in the case of this accident right here. Reduction in speeds with just a quick Google search, we can see that there's an improvement over the original Safety Sense. I would call it 1.0, but I think they just call it Safety Sense. Moving to 2.0, the original one, they would give stats of a 25 mile an hour reduction in speed is their goal, or the points that they're working with. And on these, we're looking at 30 plus. I'm seeing 30, 31, 35 miles an hour, depending on what source you're using online for speed reduction. So effectively, I guess the point of the video is that what you're looking at right now probably it might be, let's say, 10, 15 miles an hour, if I had to guess, because the 5 mile an hour wouldn't have done any real damage to the car. But it's a sideways hit into the car. That's a hard angle to hit at and not cause a lot more damage. But more to the point, this car automatically slammed the brakes on for this user and reduced the speed down to the impact speed that you see here. The car had to be moving, in other words, at the point of impact there, based on what we're looking at here. And as long as the car is in action, in gear and moving, that system is going to work. It's going to apply. Even when they're rolling around the parking lot over here, they'll engage if something pops out in front of it. So I guess what we're looking at when you're talking about your speeds and what's going on is up to a 30 mile an hour reduction. Say this car was doing, I'm giving you an example, I don't know this is a fact, say this car was doing 45 miles an hour, you have a roughly 30 mile an hour reduction in speed, you have 15 mile an hour impact, versus had this car not had the Safety Sense 2 system in it, you're talking about basically blowing the whole front of the car off up into this area right in here. Now the area back in here, it still has the ultra strength steel, it still is going to be reinforced, very heavy, but the difference in the type of accidents that we're seeing, I'm seeing a lot now, is night and day with this Safety Sense system and without it. Clearly in this case, by the way, I didn't show you there, the airbags don't even deploy at these speeds now, where before we would have seen airbag deployment. The amount of damage to the car is worse. But you know what? I don't think anybody on our end here really cares that much about a car. Toyota will make you another one. It's way more important to protect your family, and that's what this is all about, okay? So again, Safety Sense 2.0 from Toyota. There's a ton more features included with it. Not going to bore you with that right now, but the idea of having a car that will apply the brakes by itself, slam them on for you, pull back the seatbelt, auto leveling, all these things taking place for you with the car, and over a 30 mile an hour reduction in speed, it really changes the outcome of what could have been a really hard accident and a totally different situation into being, it's not, just a little hit, but it's not a major one either, right? And again, we're not worried about the cars. We'll get her another car if they don't fix this one. It's more important that the family on the inside, the airbag's not going off, means we're moving the actual impact to the inside of the car less than 20 miles an hour. I've been told about 18 miles an hour is what sets an airbag off. So the car did its job, and we're looking forward to lots more positive reviews like this one right here. If there's any questions, you're welcome to reach out to us here at Sloane Toyota Philadelphia on Cottman Avenue. My name's David Gould. I'm one of the managers. Thank you.